Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. Brought to you today by Unibet. Don't forget, there's some brilliant articles that you can jump into the description right now, click onto the link and go through to Unibet, and there's some great stories all around the world of football. Lots of Arsenal stuff, articles by myself as well. So make sure you check that out, Unibet. And as I said, it's in the description. Getting ready to write an article on Nicolas Pepe. Of course, lots of excitement around yesterday when this news first broke that Nicolas Pepe had been linked to Arsenal. First of all, everybody was like, what? Pepe? How are we going to be able to afford that? No chance. But then it was confirmed that Arsenal were one of those four clubs that put in a bid for the Ivory Coast international who plays for Lille, and that their bid had been accepted, and that the player had agreed to join as well. That's a lot of the talk, although that is not confirmed. And Nicolas Pepe was set to join Arsenal. So great news it was yesterday. I can't tell you the buzz around the place. My brother was calling me. My friends were calling me. Everybody was just calling me up and saying, Robbie, is this true? Is this true? And I'm like, listen, from all of what I've heard and what I've seen, this is a goer. Arsenal are trying to get Nicolas Pepe over the line. Of course, Pepe scored 22 league goals last season. Great record. Winger, which is exactly what we need. Still young, 25 years of age. I mean, that's in your prime. And was one of the star football players in Liga 1 over there in the French league last season. Bettered only by Kylian Mbappe in the scoring charts. And just simply a brilliant player. And a player that's been sought after by a lot of the top teams in Europe. You know, Napoli were in for him. Liverpool were in for him. Manchester United were in for him. And all of a sudden, Arsenal right at the front of the queue to get this deal over the line for £72 million. It would be a massive coup for Arsenal if they can pull this off. I mean, as I said, look at some of the clubs that are in for him. Napoli, who've got Champions League football. Liverpool, who've got Champions League football. Manchester United, as we know, a big club. All of these clubs in for him. And I can't tell you, if we do pull this over the line, it'll be a big coup. Even yesterday, speaking to a couple of my Man United mates, they were almost on the jealous tip, saying, oh, gosh, man, we wanted him. And the other good thing about it is that it appears that there's no intention to sell Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang or Lacazette. And what a deadly trio that will be. Lacazette, Aubameyang on the other wing, and Pepe on the other wing. And then you've got the backups of, you know, your Reece Nelsons and your Iwobis. And that's just, all of a sudden, that becomes a very, very impressive front three. A front three that will frighten a lot of defences around the league. And as I said, fans have been buzzing about it. What a lot of fans have been saying is, where do we get this money from? £72 million. We were being told that we only had £45 million to spend. But it was quite revealing the other day that Sanelli and Vinay, they were doing that Q&A with the supporters, with the Arsenal Supporters Club. And they revealed that, listen, we don't know where this has come from, about £45 million. We got more than that to spend, but we're not revealing anything and we're not revealing our targets. And it's very interesting to know. We're never going to know this, but it'd be very interesting to know if they did only have a limited budget, because it seemed that way by the deals that they've been doing so far, or if the pressure that was, the petition. I was at a couple of the games in America where, Stan Kroenke was getting a lot of stick off of fans. The general negativity around Arsenal's transfer business. Did that push Sanelli and Vinay to then go to the owner, this was a rumour that was going around, that they went to the owner and said, listen, we need more money to spend this summer if we're going to launch an attack on the league, if we're going to launch an attack to try and get back into the top four. So that'll be really interesting to find out. We're probably never ever going to know that. But listen, I'm just going to go on the positive. It's been a very negative window so far. And then all of a sudden over the past week, for me, it's got positive. Josh Kroenke said, get excited about signings. And I did a video the other day when I said, listen, I'm not excited yet. But I said in that video, the window's not closed yet. I'm going to give you till the end of the window to get me excited. It's only fair. And, you know, Sanelli said it last week. He said, you know, when you're at school, you wait and you judge people on the final exam. You don't judge them early, you know, and that was true as well. So I said to myself, I'm going to give it till the end of the window. And certainly if they pull off Nicolas Pepe, I will be very, very excited and I will be very, very delighted. And then you'd have to say, if they get Pepe done, if they can get a centre-back, get some of these defensive targets in, it would have been a very, very good transfer window, even though very frustrating at the start and very depressing when we heard about these figures of money going. It will be an excellent transfer window. And the thing I said the other day is that we've got a good team in. I recognise that for a while. We've got Sanelli, Vinay, Edu. This is a better system than what we've had in the past. We got a good team in. I was saying all along, they just need the funds, though, to get it done. And it looks like they've got the funds. And this is very good. Pepe would be a fantastic signing and a massive coup for Arsenal. And we did that poll yesterday where I asked you, I said, Nicolas Pepe or Wilfried Zaha. 80% of you said Nicolas Pepe, 20% Zaha. I don't know if that's because now, obviously, it looks like we might get Pepe. But listen, certainly very, very positive news indeed. And I think we have a go at them when they're messing up. If they pull this one off, we applaud them. We got to applaud them. You can't just be on people's cases when things are not going right. And, you know, when they do something really good, you got to praise them. And if they can get this done, I, for one, will definitely be praising them. As I will be praising them if they can get the Kieran Tierney one done. That is starting to look good as well. The talk is that that deal is edging closer and closer to getting over the line. And we could hear a lot more on that one this week as well. It looks like the two clubs have finally made some sort of agreement. And Kieran Tierney will get done. And that will be a very good deal indeed. I still think, as well as a left back, that we could do it with a right back as well. Hector Bellerin has not played any game time at all on this on the American tour. He's still not fit. He's still not ready. Don't get me wrong. When he's ready, he's a top quality player. He was having a great season last year up until when he got injured, but he's not ready yet. And Maitland-Niles is not a right back. And Carl Jenkinson, I assume that he's going to get sold on. We know he's not the answer as well. What about Dani Alves? Dani Alves yesterday posting on Instagram, right? His Instagram post, he said, I'm looking for a job. Where do I put my resume? Well, put your resume right into Arsenal right now. Even though he's 36, he recently won the Copa America. He's won absolutely everything there is to win in the game, playing at top clubs. The amount of experience that he would bring to Arsenal, I think he would be a really, really good signing. As backup, you know, bring him in for a year. I think, you know, even at 36, he's still fit. He's still got lots of energy and he's a leader. And I think Dani Alves could do a great job at Arsenal. It'd be really interesting to see if Arsenal was to pursue that. Remember, he's available on a free. The wages will probably be high. That might be the off-putting thing, but he'd be available on a free. I'm kind of a bit sad about this next news, and that's the Javier Amici. I spoke about it yesterday, and I said to you that there was a lot of clubs interested in him in Germany, where he's leaving to join Hamburg. Reported fee of around about £2.25 million. There's no buyback clause, which again I'm a bit disappointed in. I was hoping that maybe if Arsenal did sell him, they'd have some sort of buyback clause in there, because trust me, I've seen this guy play and he is a top prospect. He really is a talented player, and I'm really disappointed to see him leave. Although, you know, Nicolas Pepe coming in now, Reece Nelson. I mean, we've, you know, you've got Saka. There's a real sort of, you know, loads and loads of wingers at the moment in the team. And I suppose he's just a victim of us now having so many wingers. But I still think it's a bit sad, because it's a guy that's been coming through our system and a really, really talented player. I would have liked to have seen a buyback in there. I don't want to see another Gnabry situation, but we haven't got a buyback clause in there. And I think everybody I was talking to yesterday was kind of unanimous on this, where they were saying, listen, Nicolas Pepe, great signing. We are excited about that. However, centre-back. Still no news on a centre-back. And that is one that I really would like to see Arsenal get over the line. I think they recognise they're going to need that, especially with Koscielny set to leave the club. Samuel Umtiti, that's gone quiet. Why not go back in for him? Barcelona, they've got to balance the books. They've bought in Griezmann now. They spent a lot of money. They may be willing to sell Samuel Umtiti. I still think that would be a great buy for Arsenal if they could get that done. But, hey, am I asking too much? We definitely need a centre-back, though. Even though we've got Saliba, he's gone back on loan. Definitely need a centre-back. Let's get into some of your comments. And I've got to say, I was just so happy yesterday to be reading happy comments. Because all throughout the summer, it's just been depressing comments. It's been comments ridiculing Arsenal. There were some nice ones yesterday. Asa7 says, if we get Pepe and Tierney this week, this will be the best week of my life. Wow. M1314Z says, our attack is looking deadly, but we still need defender. Zers, he's put more than one. He's right. Got to sort that defence out. Can score as many goals as you like. If you're conceding 51, we're still not going to end up in a good position this season. John Smith says, if it goes through, it feels so amazing. Obviously, he's talking about the Nicolas Pepe. Not used to it as an Arsenal fan. It feels so special. That, again, reflects how people are feeling. Varun says, serves those wankers at Crystal Palace right if this deal goes through. In the end, I hope they're left with an unhappy player in their ranks and no one ready to meet their outrageous asking price. There was an outrageous asking price, and how must Zaha be feeling now? It was his dream move to come to Arsenal. Obviously, the price is so high and it's so difficult to do that Arsenal have turned their intentions to Nicolas Pepe. Zaha must be feeling gutted right now. Michael says, Nicolas Pepe, the same Nicolas Pepe that ripped defences apart last season in the French league. God, please wake me up from this daylight dream, please. It may not be a dream, it can happen. And Halal says, 2013, when I heard about Ozil's move to Arsenal, that's what I'm feeling right now about the Pepe thing. And I get what he's saying there. Nicolas Pepe will be a huge signing and it will be a coup for Arsenal. So let's hope it all goes through. It ain't done yet. Let's hope it all goes through. There's no snags. But certainly, Josh Kroenke, you said you were going to put something there that would excite fans. I can tell you, if Nicolas Pepe gets done, I am very excited. Not just excited, very excited.